Hi, I'm TR, and this is my mid-century ranch home renovation project. All right, before I get too carried away, I'm going to stuff this vent and the other one with this piece of, this is just painter's drop cloth. I just cut a piece of it. And it's plenty big. I should probably cut it in half. Where'd my knife go? There it is. This stuff's lovely to work with. All right, so what I'm going to just do is I'm just going to stuff it in there like this. All right, that should protect that. I'm going to do this one now. Eventually I'll tape and cover those up when I start painting the wall. So I'll vacuum all this out before I paint, and actually probably just before I paint I'll pull the carpets and then I'll put down drop cloths on the floor. Because the carpets are dirty and I'm going to spray this, the pressure of the spray gun could blow the crap out of the carpet here up onto the wall and contaminate the paint. We don't want that. We're going to mix up another batch and finish patching up these walls. So I'm going to do some heavy patching in here. So I'm going to mix up a little bit of this Fix-It-All, and there's some larger holes where the anchors were and those sorts of things that I just want to fill in with this stuff. It doesn't shrink, you know, and it sets like that. So I'm only going to mix up a little bit, touch up the holes that I need, and then clean the tray out and probably mix up a little bit more. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So just when I'm working with this dry, while I'm mixing it, I'm going to wear a mask. And I'll tell you, the mask really kills my beard. Oops, I got to get a cup. I'm just going to throw a little bit of water in here. Maybe, yeah, let's start with that. And then using a knife that's the same size as your tray, just work it back and forth slowly. Okay, I got way too much water. That's the beauty of mixing just a little bit. We're just going to add a little bit more. It's a little thin. We're going to add a touch more. Remember, you only have a little bit of time to use this once you mix it up. So what I'm doing is I'm just scraping down the sides here. And again, note the putty knife is the same width as the tray. I think it's 3 inches. Oh, we're getting there. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Still got a little bit of work to do here. All right, let's pick this up. Yeah. So you see the consistency of this is, you know, it's pretty thick. I'd say cake batter is kind of what I'm thinking about. It's not. So let's go over here. Okay, we can get this mask now. We can get rid of that. This was recorded 10, 12 weeks before you're actually seeing it, so this is long done. I'm not going to change it, but just come in here and I need to pack these holes. So you want to get plenty of mud in them holes. Change the direction, crossing, because you're trying to fill the hole. You don't want to leave a little scuff mark. That's looking pretty damn good. Let's get those. All right, something going on right there. we got to keep working here. Let's see. Just been out of battery. So, again, big old blob and then push that in there. Perfect. Alright, we got some big ones up there, so let's get some mud. And we're just shoving that in those holes. That's going to probably take another coat. Like, I think if you look right there, I patched that yesterday. We got some stuff we need to do right here. Blob, 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 blob. Blob, 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 blob. All right, stuff's starting to set up. So, we're just about out of time, so we gotta move like lightning. Got some big old holes right here. Okay, I'm trying to hurry because my mud's setting up. Yeah, I think we're just about out of time. It's about gone. All right, we'll come back in a minute and polish these. Let's see. Need a bigger knife for that one. The reason I got a bigger knife is because I want to be able to feather it more. And actually, I should be down here like this. Yeah, see, I'm peeling it off. I screwed up and already started, so blooper reel. Blooper reel. But this stuff's setting up like lightning now, so I'm going to have to stop. Okay, so I got about 11 minutes on this pan of mud. So 10 minutes max. Okay, so let's clean this up and we'll do another batch. Okay, we're clean as a whistle and just found out a battery. So that's how you do heavy patching in walls like this. Get a good stiff 3-inch knife. Well, a knife the same size as your pan, basically. You don't want to try to, do it with something like that. This will work a lot better. So once you're done, what you want to do is you're going to go around with your 6-inch knife, with a 4-inch knife or a 5 or a 6. I believe that's the 5, so this is a 5-inch knife. And I'm just going to go around and I'm going to scrape off any high spots. While it's still soft, it's easier to do and it'll save you a lot of sanding. You know what though, I want a mask. It does generate a little dust at this stage. So it's really hard to stay out of the shadow and also allow you to be able to see. This is a difficult angle, but I think you'll get the point. You see right here, there's a high spot. It's just the edge of the knife where the mud was rolling off of it. So again, I'm going to take this 5-inch knife and let's see, how do I do this? I come over here like this and do it left-handed. See how I'm just peeling off the excess. Yeah, see, I busted it out. So, all right. It's too dusty for you in here. We're going to take you out and I'm going to finish up in here. So I made up the last of my mud, and so I'm going to go around here and just do a real quick. Ooh, it's still a little pretty thin, but it's going to be all right. So I'm using a bright light to see all the defects. We did there. Oh, right there in the middle. Been a snake, I'd have been dead. I am out of mud. So I have a link up here in the corner to a playlist of all of the renovation videos in order, from planning up to where we are today. And as the project goes on, that playlist will grow. So there you go, mixing up a batch of that fix-all and repairing some of these major scars in the walls. I've still got some big patches to do. I discovered some other spots that I'm going to need to pick out and get the plaster surface that's failing off and refill those. So I'm going to have to get another bag of the fillet, but I'll pick that up later today once it gets hot. And I'm also trying to do this when it's still fairly cool. It's about 10:30 now, but we're expecting 99 degrees. Of course, I don't have any AC, so that's kind of driving how I'm doing this. The hotter it gets, the faster this stuff's going to set up. All right, well, I think our tools are clean. So if you like what you saw, give me that thumbs up. I always appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, do subscribe. I've got quite a few videos still to come in this series. I expect to be working on this over the next 6 months to a year. And so I've got lots to do. So what I'm doing right now is just doing the things that I need to do before I move in that are easier. I've left the carpets down because I'm using those as a drop cloth. All of the tools you've seen me use today that it makes sense to get from Amazon, I've got linked in the description below. If I'm using them, then I recommend them. Now, I will caveat that I'm not a professional, so I'm not going to go buy high-end tools. Everything else, I'm just going to get by with a reasonable knockoff like this Bates Choice that I got from Amazon. I think I got the set of 6 for around $13. And I mean, you know, they're working okay. They may not be professional tools, but I'm not a professional, and I don't plan on doing this for a living. But for now, it's time to go. Thanks for watching. I sure do appreciate it. Until we get together again, peace.